We lost 2 soldiers, then it all changed. Nah, literally, then it was all bling. We married mainstream, thought that it was all a fling. Then the white boy came and it was all the same. Suddenly rap was backpacking in the cul-de-sacs with skull caps and selling facts. A gangster rap tap middle America, but little Erica, the parents gassed. Lindsay dropped it low, but really it was all a parent trap. Music hit the scene, ATL lit the fluid, a new black movement. From young jocks to Jeezy, young jocks to Weezy. Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get a free cheetah. I'm definitely not lying. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, today is Monday. Yes, I know, it has been too long, and it is time to cross international waters and bring back BTS to the channel. Now you guys know I read the comments, the good, the bad, the ugly, the troll, and this is definitely one of the next highest requested ones. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's none other than Fake Love. But before we go any further, I gotta give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. If you guys like that, yes, I'm a rapper myself. There's a good chance you like my breakdowns, the way that I think about music. You'll probably like my music as well. I have an album, Chaos Theory, 20 tracks of blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul. If you want to support me and support the channel directly, I'll put that link below. Also, guys, I read a stat that 70% of you who watch these videos are not subscribed. Do me a favor. If you're enjoying this, enjoy the content, support the channel directly, hit that subscribe button with notifications on. Helps us get bumped up in the algorithm. Helps other people who might like reaction channels like this very one come across their radar. But anyways, we know what we're here for. BTS, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Best intro in the game. Let's go. Wow, there are some haunting strings to that. And what is that? It's almost like, is it like a whistle synth in the back of the mix? Man, I was not ready for it to hit just so smooth and thoughtful and melodic. But the way that the visuals gave it away, I should have been ready for a vibe like that, because you have Jin. And what's really cool is that opening shot is just a flower encapsulated, a flower trapped, beauty trapped, maybe, in the way that that's represented. And then you just see a silhouette in the corner. Really great camera work. And then you have a close-up of Jin after he's looking out the window in the room, contemplating what is going on already. This is going to be one of those crazy depth ones, isn't it? Look at that. Beauty trapped. Life, flower. Looking out the window. Close up. And then it switches over to Jungkook. So Jin closes. Is he closing the curtains on him, or is Jungkook the one closing the curtains? I don't know. It's interesting camera work, change between the two. And then we have blackness. Everything just sets the stage. And then we come in. Wow. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Man, are we making art or are we making music videos? I mean, just the opening choreography, the way that this sets up, the silhouette of all the band members, right? In black behind them, the artistry, the white background and portrait going on. This is wild. Look at that. That is cool. I love it's almost like they're singing but kind of whispering at the same time. It's more of a drop down cadence for all of them. The way that it just fills the mix. It's so smooth. And for you, I could pretend to be happy. Even when I was sad. You know, I could pretend to be strong even when I was hurt. The song is called Fake Love. So, you know, faking who you are essentially for someone else, for the relationship. At least that's how I take the opening lines. Let's see where we go. Wow, how am I going to do this? I know the depth that they bring, and you could just, there's so much happening with the visuals. I feel like you could just break those down separately to the song and what's happening in the song. So right there, they were all wearing black. And then the way the choreography was set up was that Jungkook comes over to the right-hand side of the screen, and he's in red. He's the only one in red. Very significant that they're all in black, almost like mourning or the darkness within.
Who knows where they're taking that? And then he comes through with the red, I don't know, passion, courage, cutting through in a different way. And he's off to the side. He feels different from the group for whatever reason, right? And then one of the group goes over, tries to help him. Interesting. Interesting. I wish all my weaknesses could be hidden. I grew a flower that can't be bloomed in a dream that can't come true. Wow, that is poetry right there. And there's the flower that's referenced at the very beginning, like beauty. And to me, this flower is this love bloomed in a dream that can't come true. So there's like the idealization that we have of love and how we put love up on a pedestal, but then reality and real life hits and real life situations come in, and it just shakes that idealism and that romanticism, and it's all lifted up here and it's bloomed, but it can't actually realize its true beauty and what it is, because the image that we have is really just trapped in a glass case. But when that case breaks and it comes to life, it's a much different thing. And love is not all flowers and romance and love. Love can be hard. Love can be difficult. Ooh. Wow. Fake a love. You hear like the ad-libs in the back that just fill that space. But I love the rock guitar. We added, well, all of a sudden it's like we changed genres for a moment there. We had like a little bit of like emo trap going on with the hip hop vibe and the way that the snares and the drums were rolling. And then you had like the rock guitar in the back of it and almost like a chanty type of hook. I'm so sick of this fake love. This love that isn't real. And what a cool scene. So that room that was all pristine and neat, all of a sudden there's this huge explosion. And what's interesting is that Jin dives to protect that flower that's encapsulated. He doesn't want that flower to get wrecked, that love to get ruined when reality sets in. And all the fears and doubts and everything else that comes with it crashes into your scene and into your idealism. Hey, people might say I'm going too deep already, but this is BTS, and I've done enough of them now to know that I'm not reaching on things. The symbolism that they have throughout their videos, the depth to their lyricism, I mean, can be taken in so many ways. They talk one way, and then it means 2 or 3 different things. And you could just examine and contemplate and go on for days about it. This is what I love about them, though. I want to be a good man just for you. I want to change for you. But I don't know me. Who are you? And to me, that who are you, like the other lines just for you are directed at the female in the relationship, the other party to the relationship, just for you. But in that one, who are you? I think the tone flips. It's not directed at that other half of the relationship. It's directed at himself. It's directed at RM himself. Now he doesn't know him. And that adds an interesting angle now to this whole fake love vibe, because we're talking about the beauty and the romanticism of love and how it gets idealized. And then we realize it's not what it always is. And it's not what it seems to be. And I took that at first as a fake love from a partner. Like you enter a relationship, you're infatuated with someone, and then over time you realize that it's not true love. It's not the love that you thought. But actually what's interesting there is there's hints now that it's not on that party. It's on RM. It's on the boys themselves, the singers themselves. You know, they're the ones who have changed for the relationship to fit in what they thought would be ideal for their partner. But now they've lost themselves along the way. So in a sense, it's a fake love, but the fakeness is in not being true to yourself and who you truly are. Ooh. I changed everything for you. Yeah. And what's that? He's looking through the door. What cool camera work. So then we had Jungkook looking through the door as we come through. And look at that scene now. Torn down room. All the circus and fair going on. What's J-Hope doing? Wow. Da 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 da. Hear that rhythm, man? I love that stop, start, flow, and delivery. That was so smooth coming out of the singing. And he's trapped against the door. He doesn't want to let the outside world in because we saw what happened to the other room and the other idealized version once the outside world came in. So he's trying to protect himself from things that maybe he fears. And that is like his safe space, that room. And the fair seems to have more significance, like the circus imagery. I'm not sure what that means for J-Hope particularly, but he doesn't want to let Jungkook, he doesn't want to let him in, he doesn't want to let the outside world in. And that camera work coming through the keyhole to reveal the room, that was really dope. But maybe his world is crumbling and broken down, because look how torn down and like just ruined that room looks in and of itself. What just came through the door? I have no idea. I couldn't see it. But babbling to myself again, this sense of looking in the mirror and not knowing who you are anymore because you've changed so much for the relationship. You've lost all sense of self and identity. And it's not a true love because you're not being true to yourself. And that person, therefore, is loving an image that you've given them and not the true you. Wow, that's been totally flipped back. At first, like I said, I thought I was going the other way, but it's actually coming back this way the more these lyrics go on. See, and now we're acknowledging that again, Jungkook seems to be like our eyes as we follow them, the different bandmates, into the different rooms. And again, another broken down room, but these rooms seem to be like safe spaces for them. At least that's kind of what I get, like the security, the protection from it all. And it's like he knows something that we don't. And then we're back to that, protecting the flower. Love that line. Did you hear that clap track? Do. We got a little bit of EDM influence there, that build before the drop and the kick out. And don't think we missed the sand in the hourglass. Where did the rose go? Hang on. Where'd the flower go? The flower's gone. That's significant. What is that? The sands, like the sands of time, life itself? The door was open. He finally is running out the door. Ooh. Try to erase myself and make me your doll. Wow. Again, the whole, who really is pulling the puppet strings on the relationship and just giving away your full self but not staying true to who you are. Again, such powerful lines and lyricism, man, and just crazy symbolism throughout this video. I'm not even keeping up with it all. I feel like there's more background story that I'm missing to this. There's definitely more that's not being told fully through this music video. Right. Interesting. So, those guitars are beautiful. More happening still with the floor crumbling out as he's trying to run away from it all. Again, I just take that as, when the ideal image crumbles and the fears creep in and, not knowing who you are anymore, and that reality sets in and just ruins all the idealism, ruins all the safe spaces that you have, that we live in our minds. And then the phone, I take that as, the phone connecting to the relationship. But I also wonder if there's a third layer now, and we're talking about the relationship of what you do for this fame and the doll imagery and BTS feeling trapped by this fame, and almost like the relationship is fame itself and their fans and how they relate to them, and almost giving up themselves to be like these dolls, to be these ideal things that they think that we want, when in reality they're losing who they are deep down. and you see the phone just crumbling into dust. And I take that, the connection to socials and technology and all of that. Hang on. Wow. So again, we jump back and forth between similar scenes but different characters raising up, looking at themselves in the mirror on who they are. And this is interesting because that's RM, but one is the RM that's rapping to us and the other one is this like clean, stylized version of RM. Again, maybe that's like the ideal self, who he feels so disconnected with because he doesn't know who he is anymore. Oh, sugar baby. Woo! How did like I wish I could speak Korean. I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm trying to point out the cadence, which I thought was really cool there when he really punched the aggressive delivery and then immediately followed that up with just this drop down, smoother cadence and delivery. And I'm a big fan of Sugar's flow, man. The way that he just rides beats. Beats do not ride him. He takes the beats out and beats them up, man. And again, look at him over the piano with the keys. He's in a broken down room as well. I take that as like his whole world is crumbling before him. Love, what the heck is love? It's all fake love. What is love? Again, that picture of love that we're taught as kids and the innocence of love and what we think it is, but then over time, we become jaded by the world and what it actually becomes. Is he laying on top of Snickers right now? I don't know why, but I feel very hungry at this moment in time. What did the Snickers mean? I missed that. I missed the Snickers. Somebody's going to have to help me with that below. Oh. What is happening? Wow. Did we just connect the flower petals to the sand? Because you know how all of a sudden in place of that space, in place of the case, instead of the flower, there was just sand. And there on the silhouette, you see the sand running through his hands like the sands of time, but it looks like it turns back into flower petals, reconnecting all that. As time fades and time goes on, this love also fades, this fake love. And what a cool transition there when you had like the water running down the drain. And I take that as like, when it all goes south, when it all goes down the drain, like literally and figuratively in that sense. And you saw like Sugar's room start to burn down in flames, and again everything start to be destroyed, and then you have that black silhouette, and then you see the water still running down, and then you see the broken glass container and the sands right there on the side. So much happening. This is crazy. And now we have just beautiful, orchestral sounds and strings, violins being played in the back of the mix. Why not? Let's just change the genre again. It's BTS. They do what they want. Okay. Now there's a door. Oh. Wow. Save me. Wow.
널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어. 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든
I wish love was as perfect as love itself. That might be the most powerful line of all of these great lines that we've got. I mean, just the complexity of that statement right there and the poetry behind it, man. Because there is, again, there is love as we idealize it, and then there's love as it turns out to be in reality. Because the idea of love itself is perfect. We think that it's perfect, and we don't realize that it's messy, that there's so much more to it, that it involves two humans who are imperfect, and that there's a lot of shortfalls to it and a lot of complications that we don't originally envision with it all. I want to catch one more thing. How many of them are there? Hang on. Come on, pause. Right. 1, 2. Over his left shoulder is 3, 4, 5. There's got to be one more. Yep, I see the outline of another one. There's 6. So that's him plus the other 6 members. 7 BTS members. 6 empty coat stands there, it looks like, while he's walking into it. In the aftermath of it all, the destruction of it all, we saw the waters flood away and ruin that room and that safe space. We saw the fires consume Sugar's room in that space. Who's behind the mask at the end? Who is behind the mask at the end, people? Who is that in the mask? Wow. There is so much more to that. That is crazy. And is that mask like the mask that we all wear? What we've become when we give it all to a relationship and we try to change who we are because we think it benefits and fits that relationship. And yeah, I'm going to take that call that there's a third layer to all of this, and that deeper layer of the boys talking about themselves and how they deal with the fame and the expectations of the fans and all the love that they receive, and feeling like they're losing themselves and trying to deal with, that inner darkness and those inner demons and the mental health, and going through it all and breaking through their safe spaces. And have they given so much to this ideal that they don't know who they are themselves anymore? Wow, that was a ride, man. Yeah, it's good to have BTS back. BTS, you were Knox Hill certified. So hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Comment down below any other BTS songs you want to see me do, or if there's other artists you want to see me check out. I try to read all of your comments, guys. I respond as much as I can, so please keep commenting and keep posting. Also, if for some reason you're here at the end of this video, obviously you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on. As always, it's your reminder to stay safe, stay positive. It's Knox Hill. I'll catch you again. I'm out.